Welcome back, dogs, to Season 3, Episode 5 of Tradition of Excellence, where Lucas Rushton, a present teammate of mine, will be interviewing Mrs. Rushton, a Frankfurt High School English teacher, a.k.a. Lucas's mom, and Mr. Ewing, a.k.a. Buzz, a.k.a. B.E., and also my funny, goofy coach. Hope you guys enjoy.
Welcome to this episode of Tradition of Excellence. I'm Lucas Rushton, and today I'm here with my mom, Kia Rushton. She was the class of 2002. We are also here with my grandpa, Brian B.E. Buzz Ewing. He was the class of 1978. Now some questions I should already know, but for you guys at home. Mom, what were you involved in when you went to high school?
I was involved in a lot of stuff. Academically, I was with NHS, book club, and DECA. But then my favorite parts obviously were the sports that I played, and those produced some really good memories. Like in basketball, we won a regional championship my sophomore year. And then in volleyball, we won sectional championships my junior and senior year, and then we went to state after winning regional.
Jeez. B.E., what were you involved in when you went to high school back in the day?
Well, it's pretty obvious, Lucas. I really have several special memories while attending Frankfurt High School. My main sport was obviously playing basketball. I was fortunate enough to play with some really, really good players, and I also was coached by a Hall of Fame coach, John Milholland. We were fortunate enough to win 3 sectional championships and also topped it off with a regional championship in '78. Highlights of that season also, we got to play in the first Hall of Fame Classic, which is held over at Hinkle Fieldhouse, and also Mackey Arena at the semi-state, which we won the first game of the semi-state and finished in the final 8. So.
You're pretty good at basketball.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot to make up for.
Yeah.
Mom, what have you done since high school?
Well, since high school, I went and did my undergrad at Franklin College, and that's where I met Jeremy. Then I decided I did want to be a teacher, so I did transition to teaching at Indiana Wesleyan while I was in my first year teaching here at Frankfurt. I've been teaching here, well, this is year 19, and this was my 13th season as the varsity volleyball coach. And in that time, I've managed to also have 3 children, and I'm getting my master's in English at IU right now.
Grandpa, what have you done since high school? And that does not include mowing your yard.
Well, following her, that's kind of hard to top, but I attended Anderson College and graduated in 1982 with a degree in business marketing and management. For several years, I worked in that field and also got to travel a lot and see a lot of people. Also got to coach the 8th grade basketball team for the Frankfurt Middle School with Coach Mills for several years, and I learned a lot from Coach Mills. And I guess my favorite thing in the last few years is when the kids were younger, I got to coach them in AAU basketball and also watch them in club basketball or club volleyball, which they both thrived in and had very successful seasons, as it turns out, with multiple championships. Very proud of the girls.
Mom, what advice would you give your high school self?
I think I would go back and tell myself to go on that NHS trip to New York. We were all a little freaked out about it after 9/11, but I've always wished I would have done that. And then I would definitely tell myself to study harder as a 9th and 10th grader, because those 2 B- and 2 C+ haunted me when I was a senior.
B.E., what advice would you give your high school self today?
Well, several, but I can't mention some of them. But basically, I would definitely focus more on academics. My head coaches were always pushing me, Coach John Milholland, and then Coach Kersey was on me a lot. So, but they were both good mentors, and I've known them forever. So. I also, tried to push Key and Macy to do well in school, but they were naturally smart and didn't really have to tell this one to do it. Macy was a little tougher, but they both ended up doing great, and they're both in professional careers. Of course, This one's a teacher, and Macy's ER nurse. So I'm very proud of both of them.
Well, I want to thank you guys and the viewers at home for tuning in on this episode of Tradition of Excellence. Well, dogs, till next time, we're out.